hello, and good time zone, and what is up, gamers? Hi, everybody. Welcome in. I'm suddenly very out of breath, so that's fun, but hello, welcome. Oh, goodness gracious. How is it May? Like, real talk, how? I don't know. Anyways, let me put on, let me show you what we're working on today. There it is. Hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome in. It's May, which means it's Hollow Knight Art Month, and I have committed to doing the list again this year because it's fun, because it's organized and run by my friend, and because it's generally a pretty good time doing art about a thing that I like. Turn up, hello, and thank you so very much for the lurk. Much appreciated. Hello. I hope you're having a lovely Thursday, and thank you indeed for the lurk. As for me, a little background on the Hollow Knight Art Month situation. So, if you're not familiar with what Hollow Knight Art Month is, it is a month taking place over the month of May, which we're in right now, of 31 days, 31 prompts, all relating to the video game Hollow Knight. You don't have to have played Hollow Knight to enjoy this artwork. Frankly, the game sort of aesthetic and the various cool things you can draw out of it are fun enough that I think you can enjoy it regardless. So if you're like, I don't know what Hollow Knight is, I think I'm just gonna leave. No, don't worry about it. You'll still have fun. They're fun little characters, fun little creatures, and very pretty environments. So I think it'll be a good time. Anyways, I'm gonna bring up the prompt list. Actually, I'll link the prompt list in the chat as well, just in case anybody else wants to take part. You don't have to do every day. It doesn't have to be a big, detailed piece every day or anything like that. I am speedrun stratting this for reasons I'll get into in a minute. But if you want to just do one, that's cool. If you want to do like a handful, that's cool. If you want to do all of them, also cool. It is intended to be just a fun sneeze. So I made myself something quite spicy for lunch today, and I noticed as I was walking through the house, I'm like, the whole house smells like bhaji's. I have to do something, because there are certain spices that make my partner's nose itch quite badly if they're like ambient. So I have Febrezed the house quite thoroughly. But unfortunately that makes me sneeze, so hooray, thank you for the gesundheit, Samantha! Hollow Knight Art Month hype, hell yeah! Here's a link to the prompt list, in case you're curious or you want to know what we're up to today, or if you want to take part. I'll pop it up on screen as well. And, ooh, because yesterday was day one, so I can show you what I did for day one. Which is very, very silly. Basically, there's this character named Elderbug. And he's pretty much always, like, standing next to this bench, which is one of the early areas in the game that you visit. And I just thought, he's been standing there for so long. What if the little guy, the guy on the right, who's the player character of the game, what if they invited him to sit? And so there he's sitting down, and he's so happy, because he's just like, oh, my back was killing me, oh my god. So that's the stupid thing that I painted for day one. This is the prompt list. Where is the list? Here's the list. And the link is in the chat for the full list as well. There's a lot of resources there to explain what all of the words mean as well, in case you're not familiar with some of the concepts or ideas, and to just give you some prompting for things you might do for those. Anyways, very, very cool. But today we're working on day 2, which is Gruz Mother. So I've done a little sketch of the Gruz Mother. This is the Gruz Mother. And frankly, if you've seen the number of the little Gruzzers flying around, I have to assume that mom is a very tired mom. So, and indeed, when we first meet the Gruz Mother, never mind. Aw, beans.
Oh hell yeah, oh no, it's Lino just subscribed. Oi oi Savalois.
Lino, oi oi Savalois to you too, and thank you so much for the sub. Thank you. There was a bit of I was worried that TTS Nicole had forgotten what to do. There was a bit of a break, and I was like, oh god, is TTS broken? But no, she's okay. Yay. Lino, I hope you're okay too. I hope you're having a lovely Thursday. It's wonderful to see you, and thank you so much for the sub. Thank you. Also, hello Ernesto, welcome on in. How are you doing? It's lovely to see you. Welcome on in. Hello. But anyways, yes. This is the Gruz Mother. But as I said earlier, last year uh last year was the inaugural Hollow Knight Art Month here, and I did every day for that as well, including a small selection which I put up in my shop as very, very limited edition prints. There are a couple left if anybody was like, ooh, yeah, print, that sounds cool. The shop is here. Also importantly, the shop has had an update. Very excitingly. A couple days ago, I added some cool new stuff to the... I hope it's cool new stuff. I added some cool new stuff to the shop. I will show you the things I got up to last year for the art month as well. Here. So there's... This is from last year. This was Hornet just sort of dipping her feet in the blue lake there. And then the Nail Master... Paint Master Shio and the Nailsmith being in love and adorable. Absolutely canon. The Pale King visits the DIY store to buy saw blades. Just a little reunion of the little guy and their shade having a little hug, as well as absolute besties, Dung Defender and the little guy. A little Silk Song spoiler here. It's a Hornet using her needle to mend a tear in her poncho, wearing her old Dartmouth University sweatshirt because it's laundry day. And then the Queen Gardens in the Queen's Garden, of course. These things are all canon. All of these things happened. And a little moment with Sly's shop there. Mila singing a tune. Hey, silly, welcome on in. How are you doing? Lovely to see you. DMU represent, says Lino. Hell yeah. I hear they've got a quite good mycology program. Speaking of which, here's one of the little mushroom guys going, wah! I know they're called Shroomal Warriors, but I call them Waluigi mushrooms because that's what they sound like to me. And then that's it for Hollow Knight art. This is my shop update that I updated like yesterday, I think. So I've added a few new things to the shop. There's a new Terry print of Terry tending to his vegetable patch. There is this mysterious little skelly lady. I still want to name her Skelenor, because I think that's a cute punny name. But my partner says no. I don't know. Do you think it's a terrible pun or do you think it's cute? I think it's cute. A couple of cringe duo pieces. These two little guys. The one on the left says don't kill the part of you that is cringe, kill the part of you that cringes, and the one on the right says cringe but free, because those are words I'm trying to live by, basically. Also this vampire werewolf nighttime situation, just because, I thought it was whimsical. I thought it was whimsical and spooky, and I liked it. Then this trio of prints that I've put together, because I couldn't put the sad ones on their own. I had to combine them with the happy one at the end that confirms that, yeah, things are going to be okay, even though, like, it sucks being neurodivergent, and we go through a lot of crap. Anyway, Skelenor is an adorable name, says Lino. Thank you. Did I say hi, silly? Hi, silly. I think I did, but I'm going to say hi again, because it's lovely to see you. Also, oh my god, your emotes are so stinking cute. I love them so much. Hell yeah. Terrible puns are cute, says Lino. Thank you. Also, a little lighthouse scene as a print that I quite enjoyed doing. I don't know. It's just a cozy little vibe. It's just a cozy vibe. And then a handful of stickers. We've got the gnome husbands as a sticker, just hanging out on their sofa, enjoying a nice cup of steaming hot cocoa. And then it's the cringe duo again, but this time they're stickers, so you can append them to things, or just just use them as slightly smaller prints that are also less expensive. Love that for y'all. And I finally made a sticker sheet out of the milk guys, because I love the milk guys. Especially, I think, honestly, my favorite, even though I don't like the taste of banana-flavored milk, is the banana milk guy, just because they're so no thoughts, head empty. They don't even have there isn't a single brain cell in there. The single brain cell has been commandeered by Barista Edition oat milk. Anyways, so that's my shop update. Yeah, sorry to self-promote on my own stream, but where else am I gonna do it? I don't know. Anyways, we're doing Hollow Knight art today, so that's the thing. Is my chatbot? My chatbot's not working. Oh, swear words. Hold up. Chatbot is having a moment and being a ding dong. I think I should be able to fix this from here. Fingies crossed. Heaven's sakes. Okay, one moment, please. No, sorry, absolutely promote your stuff. Thank you. Much appreciated. Okay, I just need to reauthorize it, apparently, so it's just going through. Deep-a-deep-a-dee. Deep-a-deep-a-dee. Diddly-doo. And connect. Please. Okay. Working on it. We're almost there. We're almost there. What language did I say? Did I say a swear? I'm sorry. What a ding-dong. Anyways. I do say ding-dong a lot. Anyways. Okay. Everything should be working. It says it's connected. So. Let's give it a go. Language. There we go. Slight delay, but we got there. We're werewolves and not swearwolves. Now then. Not to delve too heavily into the spoileriness of this, but ooh, also, if you guys want spoilers, I can show you the pieces I finished for later on in the month. Now, here's the thing. I don't believe in, when you're doing like a monthly art prompt list thing, I know the intention is kind of your, you know, oh, you paint day 17 on the 17th. Linus, you said swear words, so I'm technically correct. The best kind of correct. That is the best kind of correct. I love that for you. I know the intention is, you know, sort of, you paint that day on the day. So like, oh, it's the 17th, so I'm painting day 17 today. But here's the thing. Most of us have, like, regular schedules and normal jobs and other stuff that we need to get to, so even if you can do that on some of the days like I'm doing with today, you probably can't do that every day. And for me, from the 17th to the 31st, I'm going to be out of the country. I'm not going to be able to stream, unfortunately, so the channel's going to have to go into vacation mode. I'm so sorry, and I will miss you all very, very, very much. But also, I'm not going to have all of my, like, usual sort of painting and scanning and all that equipment to do artworks. So, I am finishing days 17 through 31 now. And here's what I have so far. Spoilers. These are going to go by pretty quickly because I don't want to dwell on them for too long. But, first of all, here was yesterday's. This was Bench, as we mentioned earlier. I'm really, you know, considering that this was a fairly quick piece to put together, I'm pretty happy with the way that it came out. But that's Bench. The rest of these are in no particular order. So, but these are the ones that I've finished. So let me just rattle through them. Void Fountain. Worm. Resting Grounds, I think. Awoken Dream Nail, which is that over there. It's awoken, but the little guy is fallen asleep. Snail Shaman. Soul Sanctum. This one's my favorite because I love these guys. The Lake of Un. That's Un. This is her lake. Shade. It's a lot easier to platform through spinning saw blades and spikes and stuff when you can just float. And Sly with his excessively large sword. Compensating much? Anyways, their dopey little mouths are so cute to submit. This is my favorite things to draw, and my favorite things in the game. Just look at them. They're just like, ah! Ah! That's what they're saying. They're having a chat, and they're just going, ah! I love them with my whole heart. Very, very, very fun to draw. Fun things. Turnip says, I love them all, still mostly lurking. Thank you so much, Turnip. You're very kind, and thank you also for the lurk. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, I had a thinky thought. Now, not to get too overcomplicated with these things, but I had a because I nonetheless have no chill. I had a thinky thought about tomorrow's piece, which is for the fungal waste. Did I take the sketch away with the... I put the sketch on the other side of the studio. Tomorrow's piece is the fungal wastes. This is the sketch for it. It's cloth, and she's she had to arrive at that spot where we meet her in the fungal waste somehow. So I was just imagining her sort of dooting along through the fungal waste. But to get sort of the textures of the little sort of like textural sort of bits on like all the funguses in the background, I thought, I have this gold paint. What if I gold paint? Not that like luminescent or metallic or any sort of paints like that ever show up well for display online, so it's like kind of pointless. This is why I started a physical media tier on my Patreon, specifically so I can use weird media. This month, so last month was violet scented ink. This month is going to be one of my super granulation paints, specifically Shire Blue. So if you want a little guy's portrait painted in Shire Blue, hit me up. No pressure, obviously. It's not the cheapest, but it's also an original artwork. Anyways, moment. Where did I put it? Oh no. Where did it go? Okay. This is what we're painting right now. This is what we're painting right now. I'm so organized. Can you believe? First of all, I'm gonna start with quite a wet wash to just give everything sort of a bluish, grayish sort of glow. Not glow, but sort of cast to it. Apart from, I think, the Gruz Mother's face and wings, everything else is going to have a bit of a blue-grayish cast to it. So I'm going to start by masking off her face, and then I'm going to actually masking tape around the edges of this while I do this first wash. Just so the page, I mean, it's still going to buckle, because they always do, because I use a lot of water. But you can unbuckle a painting pretty easily by just putting it under, like, a stack of, like, a couple of heavy books. So I'm not too worried. Or maybe I just don't know what I'm doing. Oh, God, was that masking fluid shake really loud on the mic? Oh no, I'm so sorry. I wasn't thinking. It's been a couple of days. I don't know if anyone else has this experience sometimes, but I just had, not to overshare in the chat, but I'm gonna do it anyways. So every once in a while, I realized I was like late 30s, numbers of years old, don't talk about your age, when I discovered that demand avoidance is like an actual known thing and not just me being crappy, by which I mean, one moment, I'm gonna do, I need to blow my nose and I don't want to do it into the mic. Damn, yeah, that was loud. Hey, Thea, welcome on in. Thank you for the fight milk. Much appreciated. Anyway, so demand avoidance is a thing. And I feel like the wording of that kind of makes it sound like, to me, the connotation of the phrase demand avoidance just makes it sound like I want to not do things. Whereas, for me anyways, what I realized is happening when I'm faced with what sort of my brain perceives as a demand is oftentimes it gets perceived as a threat, and so my my general like response to that is to become overwhelmingly stressed and to sometimes just freeze and not be able to do anything, which is not optimal. You know, and admittedly, usually this is the result of something that on some level I want to not do. Or even in some cases just I want to not do right now. It will feel threatening, and I will be unable to do it. But sometimes the threat feels so super bad, especially when, say, someone approaches me with what really feels like condescension. It will be so bad that it's not just that I freeze and can't do that thing, it's I freeze and can't do anything. So I basically just spent yesterday in a state of just sort of like, and did not get diddly squat done. So I was feeling very sort of under pressure today to get twice as many things done, because I hadn't done that much yesterday. which was a little bit frustrating. I mean, I did manage to get some sketches done in the evening for future Hollow Knight Art Month paintings. Incidentally, there is a second prompt list going around this month that I do also want to work on from Stream Ink, which is... Let me pull up another tab. I hope this is Stream Ink. No, what? Oh, Beans, what the heck is Stream... What the heck is Stream Ink's account? Oh no. What's their username? Stream Ink. Stream Ink _official. Okay, awesome. They have a much more low and like an extra low pressure prompt list for this month, which is Doodle Away May. It is specifically for just doodles. So we're not expecting like completed pieces for any of this. Which personally I love because I'm doing 2 prompt lists this month, and therefore I don't have time to do 2 fully completed pieces of art. But I can do a few little doodles in my sketchbook. So my thinking for the Doodle May is I'm gonna do like 3 or 4 prompts at a time and just do like a little sketch in my sketchbook, combining them. So tomorrow I'm going to draw a butterfly landing on some tulips in the sunshine, because those are the first 3 days. So that feels like a nice low stress way to do it. I'll pop a link to that in the chat as well in case anybody wants to check it out and do literally any or all of the days. As always with these things, you can just do one if one of them, you know, takes your fancy. You don't have to do it on the same day. Like it's fine. Just do whatever you want. It's the fun of it. Anyways, but as a Stream Ink ambassador, as a fan of the Stream Inks and a participant and host of Stream Ink prompt days in Stream Ink Octobers, I am very much looking forward to doing a little bit of that as well. Anyways, I know that sounds awful for you to turn up. It sucked. It very much sucked. But the good news is I got to have a Spanish omelet last night, and it was really yummy. And I got some sketches done in the evening, so it's not a total write-off. Anyways, Theo says, after trying to get both buttermilk and kefir delivered for 3 entire weeks and finally succeeding, we're making apple buttermilk pancakes. Oh, yes. Yes, friend. I hope you enjoy. I am a big ol' fan of those pancakes. It is a very old family recipe and very beloved to me specifically. They are, in my opinion, the best pancakes. Though that said, I did actually have some surprisingly good pancakes when I was in Bath this past weekend. Because it was moderator / spouse Twitch user Sledge Callier had a birthday on Monday. And so we went to the beautiful city of Bath for a couple of days to celebrate his having been born a number of years ago. I will not say the number because that's personal. And that is his beeswax, not mine. Anyways, but we visited, I wanted to take him out to brunch because I love brunch and he loves brunch and we love brunch very much. And so we went to this cafe that was so cute. It's called Good Day Cafe, which is adorable, but it's very doggy friendly and it's very queer. And so that made me very happy. But also they do pancakes. You could get bacon pancakes or banana pancakes. And so I got the pancakes with the banana on top, and they were such good pancakes. A lot of the time when I go out and get pancakes, I find that the pancakes are kind of like, they're kind of dense and honestly kind of a bit dry in the middle. And there's never the right amount of maple syrup, and they're just kind of disappointing. These were actually really good, and I'm picky about pancakes. Anyone who has tried my pancake recipe will understand why I'm picky about pancakes. I'm picky about pancakes, and I will say they were actually, like, very good pancakes, so I was happy with that. Anyways. So that was my Monday brunch. I know I don't normally tape things down, but hopefully it will help with the painting wanting to warp and buckle quite a bit as we wet it. Starting with once again, my shadow black set from Choosing Keeping. A nice set of Japanesque color, aka Gansai watercolor paints. But I just find that this color set is really useful for Hollow Knight because the colors in Hollow Knight in general are quite subdued, with some interesting sort of pops here and there, which keeps things exciting. But in general, it tends to be fairly subdued. And so having a set of these sort of quite grayed out, dark and subtle colors I find to be rather useful. Oh, should I have masked off her wings as well? I feel like yes. This is absolutely the wrong time to do it, but never mind. Theo says your recipe is so damn good. Oh, thank you. Thank you. That's very kind. I'm really glad you enjoy it. It is, as I say, an old favorite in this house and in my family home, which I will be visiting in a few weeks. And I am looking forward to it, but also feeling some kind of way, because the reason that I'm going to Canada for a couple weeks is because it's my birthday on the 25th of this month. And, well, I'm certainly feeling some kind of way about that. I'm turning a significant round number, shall we say, without going into too much detail. And, this kind of thing is exactly the kind of thing that, you know, if you're the kind of introspective individual that I am, you can have mild existential crises about, and I am deep in the midst of a crisis about my age ticking over to a different starter digit, as it were. Feeling very, what am I doing with my life? What is my value? What is my legacy? Have I achieved the things that I want to achieve? Why is my life not going the way that I planned? Why is the situation with regard to being able to do any of the things that I would like to do in my life so heckin' bleak and impossible? You know, the usual questions. And generally, finding ways internally to chalk all of that up to, I'm just not trying hard enough, clearly, or I'm just not good enough, or I just don't deserve to, you know, have the things to which I aspire, like, you know, a studio space that's a little bit bigger. The time to actually work on, like, a script and get it made, which is really hard to do when you have to have a normal job. Just a lot of things. Just a lot of things, you know? Thinking to myself, like, like, we have as good jobs at our respective ages as my parents did when they were at our respective ages. Can we do the things that they did with their life? No, we're poor. What the heck? This isn't fair. Yada yada yada. Nobody ever said life was fair. That is a refrain I've heard my entire life, and my response to that was always, well, why not? It should be. This is an injustice, and I don't like it. Apparently, injustice sensitivity is a thing. It me. Hey, Mr. Hangman, how's it going? Welcome on in. Hello. Anyways, that's enough of my moaning. Let's focus on the Gruz Mother. You'll notice that she's got like a little bookshelf here, and this is I'm envisioning this is, you know, sort of a bit of the Gruz Mother's apartment that we don't normally see when we encounter her in the game. So she's just taking a little nap because, you know, she's a busy mom with a lot of little Gruzzers to look after. There's some family photos over here hanging up on the wall. There's a bookshelf there. I haven't decided what's going to go on the shelves yet, which is why they haven't been drawn in. I figure I'll probably just improvise some, like, relevant looking shapes, I suppose. When I get to it, we'll see. Oh, we'll see how we get on with that. I really ought to have some kind of, like, reference, some reference up for the Gruz Mother's environment. Because, I don't have a photographic memory, and it might be useful to actually look and see what does her space look like. Okay, I've pulled up a picture. You know what? I could probably oh jeez. I'm looking at, oh no, hold on, that's still the prompt list. Hold up, wait a minute. Bear with. Here is Gruz Mother. I could probably have done with adding some little pops of, like, pastel in the backdrop of this. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna just drop in some bits of, like, lavender in the background because I think that would look really, really pretty. And there's still, I think the canvas is still wet enough that I think I can get away with it. So I'm just gonna, I've got my, I should probably, let me put the art camera back on so you can actually see what I'm doing. I've just opened up my pastel set, which is really useful for backgrounds. In, like, Hollow Knighty environments. So I've just picked up a little bit of the sort of lavender color, and I'm just gonna take a little gander at my reference again and see where I want to just kind of add some little, like, lavendery flourishes to it. Sort of around and behind Mom here. There we go. Ooh. Hell yeah. Oh, that's really pretty. Yay! I really like just sort of blending out paints like this when they're still kind of wet. I have very little patience for waiting for them to dry, but I like working with them when they're still wet. Okay. I'm gonna add in some sort of vignetting around the edges where I want it to be a little bit darker. Sort of around the top, and then coming round, I guess. And then I can kind of I'll blend it out in a second. Oh, just darkening it down a little bit. Just like that. Nice and easy. Okay. And then here we just blend it out. There. Nice. Oh my goodness. This paper is so wet and I can't do anything with it now. Oh no. This is one of the problems with working in this way, is that I end up in a situation eventually where it's like, okay, the paper is soaking wet. I cannot do anything else to it right now until it's started to dry, because I think I want to wait for the background to be kind of dry to kind of add in these details with a little bit more of a sharp. They'll still be sort of, I want them to still be a little bit more faded, recede a little bit, get sort of the wallpaper background, because there is sort of a bit of a wallpapery background to this piece. But I don't really want to do anything else with the background color just at the moment, because I think I'm quite happy with the way that it's looking. I like the fade. I like the way that the lavender's added to it. So what we might do is we might speedrun strats work a little bit on this piece as well while we wait for this one to dry. So to that end, I'm literally just gonna carefully take up these tape pieces, and then I'm gonna retape it to a little surface I've got off to one side, and it should be, it's not so wet that the water's like moving around on it, because sometimes my canvases are so wet that the water is literally like in motion. It's not quite that wet, so I'm just gonna lightly tape down here. And that's just popped off to one side now. I'm gonna have a look at crafting the background of a little environment in the fungal wastes in the meantime. Hurrah! Now this background, ooh, I should, once again, I'm gonna masking fluid it off a bit. Now that I've remembered. If you're not familiar with Cloth, she is an intrepid adventurer, a fierce fighter, an absolute ray of sunshine, and I love her so much. And I am on Fridays currently, so tomorrow morning I will be continuing my Cloth rescue run. Basically playing through Hollow Knight in a very specific way, such that we ensure that she will continue to have fun and have a nice time. Because she's one of my favorite NPCs, and I want to see her thrive and get a cute girlfriend, as you do, and all that jazz. Alright. Okay. Cool. So, once again, I'm going to tape, because she's going to get some... Now, the fungal waste is super cool, like, colors-wise. There's a lot of really neat stuff going on in there. So, I found an area... This isn't going to be, like, a specific... I'm not doing this based on, like, a specific screen cap or anything. So, this is more sort of vibes, rather than running on, like, this is an exact area of the game. Which just, I don't know. That's fun for me, is kind of taking a cue from the game, but not necessarily just reproducing like a screen grab from it. Because I did do some of that, and I will be doing some of that probably this month. That I want to do something different. So, anyways. First of all, masking fluid. This stuff smells real bad. But is incredibly useful. A very, very useful tool. I'm going to take a sip of my tea. This is mint. It's like 3 different kinds of mint. And it tastes... I don't sweeten this tea. So what it tastes like is when you're chewing a mint gum and it has run out of, like... It's almost run out of flavor, but it still has, like, a mintiness to it, but it's not sweet at all. It tastes like that. Mmm. Yeah. Delicious. Anyways, it's very good for your well-being. It's good for your tummy. It's good for stress. It's good for... It doesn't have extra caffeine in it, because I don't need more of that at this point in the day. Yeah. I like Cloth's weapon, because it is this just big, massive club that she just kind of bonks with, I think. But she's very agile and very cool. I love Cloth very much. She's very brave. And cute. And fun. And I enjoy imagining some of the interesting shenanigans that she might get up to in her travels. Seeking out adventure, trying to find a fight worthy of her, skill and prowess as a fighter. Maybe getting a girlfriend, I don't know. But maybe that's just because I'm a sap and I like romance. Shut up. But then this is the fun of Hollow Knight Art Month, is that you can do things that are straight out of the game and sort of explore just like the game's lore and characters and stuff, but you can also just do you can go off book if you want to. You can throw in your Hallow Nest OCs, or do a coffee shop AU. I did a coffee shop AU last year. That was fun. That may make a return appearance. No spoilies, but it might, because I think it's funny. I mean, heck. Y'all have seen my Fight Milk emote, I presume. Which is, of course, limited edition blue raspberry Fight Milk. Which looks like... I'm popping it in a chat. There it is. We do also have a couple of Hollow Knight related stickers now, by the way, that I'm very proud of. I think somebody found them last... Was it last stream or was it last week? I don't know. Anyway, somebody found them last time. And they made me do a giggle, so at least that's something. Took a surprising amount of work to make. Anyways. Alright, masking fluid is did. I am now I always say this, but I always think it's worth remembering. For the love of gosh, use a brush for your masking fluid that is a dedicated masking fluid brush. Because why? Because this stuff sucks. And it will ruin your brushes. Like, this brush is not good for anything other than masking fluid. Because no matter how I try and clean the masking fluid out, there is just like there's just a mass of masking fluid stuck between the bristles of this brush that just will never be fully extricated. No matter how long I spend sort of trying to pick it out, which isn't good for having a good precise brush either. So really, it's just, this brush's purpose is masking fluid now. And that's okay. Whew. It loves its brushy siblings, and they love it, and that's the most important thing. This needs to dry for a second as well. Oh no, I'm gonna take a sip of my coffee, which today is a decaf from Ozone Coffee, who I think are based in Shropshire, ? I don't know. It's nice. Bit of sweetness on the finish. Milky. Getting close to room temperature. That's about it. Anyways. How's everyone's week been? What have you been up to this week? I honestly can't tell you what I've done this week. I think I've just been sketching and painting and I don't know, rendering VODs for the super secret VOD channel. It's only super secret because literally just VODs go there, so if you're curious, my username for that is it's just extra Sammy Kelch. The name of the channel username is just extra Sammy Kelch. You can probably look it up. So you'll probably get a whole bunch of irrelevant results because YouTube search is borked. Anyways. But that's that. I'm gonna doing that. Oh shoot, I forgot to do the Wordle puzzle yesterday. Heck no, because I was in the middle of painting this when my moderator / spouse told me that they got the Wordle puzzle in 4 guesses, so I completely forgot to do it. It rewards you for doing it every day by being like, oh, congratulations on your streak. And then I broke it, and now I'm sad. Because it's reset back to 1 again. Wah. Oh well. Anyways. Tea time. How's this? Is it more or less dry? No, it's still a little bit tacky. Okay, I'm gonna have to vamp for a minute. Do I have anything else exciting to share? No. No, not really. I think the most exciting thing that I got to do. Oh yeah. So, like I said, we were in Bath for a few days, and I think the genuine highlight of the trip for the both of us was just getting to use the pool in the hotel. There's a hotel in Bath that has a pool. And so we always book that hotel when we visit Bath. And we visited Bath a few times. It is not super far from the city that we live in, so it's fairly easy to get there on the train. It takes, like under 2 hours. So it's not super expensive, um, and it's just a cute city. It's a cute city that has a lot of really good coffee. So, if that's your priority, and frankly, that's my priority, then it's the place to go. Anyways, but yeah, we I used to swim every week, and I miss it so much. I used to be able to go to the leisure center near me and would just go for a swim for 45 minutes or whatever, once every week. And I'm no longer able to do that. Basically, pretty much since the panini, I went to the pool on the day before it closed for panini reasons and have not been back since. The schedule is all weird now and it makes me nervous. So I just haven't been. Also, it got more expensive. I think the price has gone back down again, but still, I'm like, nervous. And part of that's to do with the fact that I'm a very bad swimmer. Okay, this is we're going in with some pastel gradient stuff for the background of this first. I'm gonna just... Okay, and once we're done with this, we should be able to get back to today's painting, which is good, because I want to get that done today, oddly enough. Anyways, but I might actually... I'm going to employ a different brush for this, because I'm using different colors, and it'll just be easier, I think, to bounce between these two. Anyways, but yeah, so I'm not a super strong swimmer, and I'm not really concerned with becoming a super strong swimmer, I guess. I'm not there to, get better and faster, and I'm really there to just kind of doot around in a way that makes me feel comfortable. And it's more of sort of a meditative activity for me, swimming is, than, competitive. Or, I mean, it is fitness, because I do feel like it's a nice low impact way of kind of training my muscles and stuff. Which feels nice, because I'm not good at things involving go fast lungs type activity because of the unique way in which my body is funded. But being able to just sort of slowly drag myself from one end of a pool to the other is just a really nice way to... It's one of the few activities that genuinely sort of quiets my head down, which is very, very, believe it or not, is very, very difficult to do for me. So having a place where I can do that is really nice and feels really nice. So it was nice to be able to go to the pool, but also because it's just a hotel pool, there aren't lanes set up with different swim speeds. There's not a ton of people. There's probably 4 other people there any time that we use the pool during our short visit. And so to that end, I didn't ever feel like I was in anybody's way. There was space for me to swim around. And it's just nice. It's just nice. So yeah, I tend to try and find hotels that have pools if I'm going to stay somewhere. Though sometimes it's prohibitively expensive, and in those cases, no, we don't do it, because prohibitively is right there in the phrase. So you could probably figure that out. But anyways, okay, I'm gonna start gradienting in some background colors. That is intensely... That is much more intense than I was anticipating. Oops. But okay. But it's kind of a, it's giving the, like, powdery stuff that you get in craft dinner. So, whoops. But once everything is sort of, once there's, like, textures and backgrounds and other colors on top of it, I don't think it will so much. And on the other side, I'm going to be using this mint, because those are sort of the background glows that you seem to get in the fungal wastes. So I'll get them to kind of meeting here. Sort of gradienting together. Oh, Biddle Boy, that is a brighter green than I had meant to do, but you know, it's gonna look cool. It's gonna look cool. Trust the process, chat. Trust the process. I'm strongly in favor of swimming, says Theo. Oh, I wholeheartedly agree, my friend. Wholeheartedly. Okay. Alright, if we kind of manipulate the green crossways like this. So they're kind of just blending into each other. Nice and gently, like. I notice the water is trying to sort of pool in certain areas, so if I can just maybe move a little bit while it's still wet-ish, that'd be cool. Okay. Does this look ugly and weird right now? Kind of. Will it look good when it's got all of the background elements and stuff? Yeah, definitely. So that's fine. I do apologize if it sounds like I'm yawning. I'm just trying to get, some breath, because my lungs don't work properly sometimes. Anyways, this is nice and dry, or dry enough that I should be able to start adding in, like, some soft background elements. So I'm gonna, again, very carefully lift this. Say goodbye to Cloth and her adventures for now. Oof. Because I think I want to let this dry down a little bit before I add the, like, darker sort of vignette-y background details. Though those will probably want to be pretty wet as well. But right now, if I try and add them, they will just fully run into each other. And we don't want that. Oh. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Okay. Lift, 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 lift. Lift. Yay, you did it. Hurrah. Okay. And just taping that back down. Cool. A beans. Wizard. Now then. Mom's back. Hi, Mom. We can take the tape off now. I'm strongly in favor of very sour sweet, says Theo. That's fair. I do like a sour sweet, but I think the acidity doesn't always agree with my tum-tum, because I am a genuine heartburn boy. Oh, beans. But speaking of sour things, I found a couple packets of Kool-Aid in my kitchen that I think they expired in, like, 2021, but I kind of want to make them anyways. But what I find really funny about them is that it's like 0 calories per serving. And it's like, yeah, the Kool-Aid powder contains, like, 0 calories, but it's also horrifically sour and weird if you were just to have it straight. the idea is that you add like a cup of sugar to it. And it is a genuinely horrifying amount of sugar. The last time I did make a sachet of Kool-Aid, which you can't normally buy in this country, I think it came from one of those like very dodgy American sweets shops. It was woof. It was really something. I like sweets. Just in general, I am a huge fan of sweets. I like sugary things. I know it's not necessarily super good for me, but for the most part, if it's sweet, I probably enjoy it. But the underside of this is that sometimes there are things that I find to be too sweet. And Kool-Aid was definitely one of them. Is there still a proliferation of American sweets shop? I remember they were just everywhere for a while, and it was clearly like no one ever went to them. I visited one once because I'm like, they might have some stuff that we did used to have in Canada. Maybe I can get like a nostalgia fix. And there were just so many. I just found a whole bunch of stuff that that was rather expired. So, yeah, feels legit. Anyways. Okay. I just wanted to, again, these I'm kind of speedrunning, so I'm not doing, if you look at the backgrounds and stuff in this game, my god, some of them are there's so many, like, intricate little details happening in there. Let me pull up our reference for this again. Like, look at everything going on in this. Now, I've sort of zoomed in on the actual sort of battle stage / room here, but I'm envisioning this as a different room in the same house. But look at even like the detail on like the wallpaper in the background of this room is so detailed. Like, there's like some weird furniture and little light fixtures that I forgot to add. And I was gonna do some little, like, just a little bit of texture to kind of, as a nod to, like, the background, like, wallpaper shapes. But I wasn't gonna do the whole thing because I just, I can't do it. I can't do it. It's too much. And we are trying to speedrun these because I've only got half the time to do the same amount of prompts, and I do really want to finish it because I'll feel sad if I don't. So here we are, therefore. And okay. Anyways, what was I gonna do? Should I start looking at / working on some of the sort of larger background elements, just kind of rough in some shapes of them. I'm using purplish black for this, it's very vaguely purple. It's a very gray purple. I think, oh damn, that dark.
Twitch user Sammy Kelsch.
Choppers.
Oh damn, and we've got a raid. One moment, please, raiders. I need to blend this out. Oh, beans. Hello, everyone. Welcome on in. Hi. Hi. How's it going? Oh, my goodness. How is it going later? Welcome on in. Hello, friend. Psycho's Kitten. Later, raiders. Hello. How are you doing? It's lovely to see you and welcome on in. How was your stream? What did you get up to today? It is lovely to see you. Welcome. Hello. Let me get a shout out for you in the chat, if I can. Okay. Please work. I was having a little bit of fun times with the chatbot earlier. API error. Yes, I'm so sorry for the API error. Something is not working there, but I should be able to do it the other way. So we should be able to get a shout out to you. Yay! Okay, we got a shout out. Now go follow. Anyways, hi. Jennifer, hello, welcome on in as well. How are you doing? How is everybody doing? How is your stream? Welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. For anyone who has just come in with the raid, who's maybe not familiar with yours truly, hello. My name is Twitch user Sammy Kelch. I'm a variety streamer. I do art streams on Mondays and Thursdays. I do cozy game streams on Fridays as well. We're playing Hollow Knight. We're also doing Hollow Knight art today. Hooray! We did a short art stream today, says later. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. What sort of thing did you work on? If there's anything you would like to share with us, whether it's what you were working on or your Instagram or whatever, you can whisper me a link with you if you like. No pressure, obviously, but if you'd like to, you are more than welcome. Sounds very nice. We love to hear it. And yeah, if anyone is curious to what my art looks like when it's done, I can share that as well. I'll show you. Okay, so we're working on Hollow Knight Art Month, which is a 31-day prompt list to do with the video game Hollow Knight. Jennifer, thank you very much for the follow. Thank you, much appreciated. So here's what I did yesterday for day 1 of Hollow Knight Art Month. The prompt was bench, so these two little buddies are sitting at a bench. That is Elderbug on the left, and the little guy, the knight, on the right. Aw, Thankos Kitten, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome on in. Welcome. Jennifer says, oh gosh, I'm so sorry to interrupt you while you're talking about that. No sorry is necessary. Please, no need to apologize at all. It is all good. I welcome any and all interruptions. And it's all fine. Anyways, but this is what we're working on right now. The prompt for today is Gruz Mother, and here she is. Mom has had quite a day, and now she is quite rightly taking a nap. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee, which is a delicious decaf from Ozone Coffee in Shropshire. I believe the beans come from Colombia, if memory serves. It's very nice. It's very sweet. It's I would say quite very, very medium in terms of the roast. And there is oh my god, there's a tasting note I can't put my finger on right now, but it's very pleasant. Somewhere in the caramel toffee realm, but not exactly caramel or toffee. Oh my god, what is it? I don't know. I'm gonna have to ruminate on that. I'm so sorry. Anyways, later says, yeah, I found a Doodle May art prompt, so I did a picture with butterfly and tulips. Oh yes, we were talking about the Doodle May art prompt list earlier, which is Stream Inc.'s one, which I will be taking part in as well because I have zero chill. But I haven't had a chance to do anything with yet. But in case anyone's wondering, it's this, which is a lovely little set of prompts, and I am looking forward to doing some with as well. Very nice. Hazelnut, maybe. Oh, not exactly. It's really hard to. Maybe vanilla. Maybe it's vanilla I'm getting. What is that? It's like a specific type of sweet or biscuit that it tastes like. I can't think of what it is. Ah! Oh no! Oh no! What is this flavor that I'm tasting? I just don't know. I think these little sort of detaily stripes were meant to be a bit finer than I've made them, but oh well. I am very much roughing in the backgrounds here. They are gonna be kind of vague and sketchy, and I am totally okay with that. Caramelized biscuit, says Samantha. Ooh, that would be a good tasting note as well. Sammy, 2 concurrent art months in this economy? I know, and I'm going to be abroad for the last half of the month. Why am I doing this? But partly because the streaming prompt list, I think, is something that I can do with my sketchbook while I'm traveling, which will be nice, because if I spend more than a couple of days not working on any artwork, I start to get really sad because I miss it, because it makes me so happy to do. So, yeah, anyways. Oh, that's how I follow you, says later through Kirk in the streaming group. Nice, nice, nice. Kirk is lovely and does lovely artwork as well. That's so cool. Oh, that's wicked. Well, welcome on in again. Thank you again for the raid. Everybody go do a follow. I'm so sorry that my other shout out command isn't working. I need to try and remember how to fix the API error. Because I thought I gave it all the permissions, but apparently I didn't, so I'm so sorry. But yeah, hello. Anyways, this is what we're working on at the moment. I do have, because I am very much speed running these, I am working on a second piece, kind of at the same time, but the background is drying down a little bit. So in the meantime, maybe what I'll do is, oh, I haven't decided what was going to live on these shelves. Well, I think I'm just gonna rough in the parts of shelf that aren't books as sort of backgroundy, shadowy stuff. And then I'll just put the outlines of some books around it. Figure that out later. It's all fine. I've also got to remember what value of color is mom here? And the answer is I don't know. Later says, I'm going to leave a little lurk. I need to get some homework before class. Oh, by all means, go do. Have a lovely, lovely lurk. Thank you once again for the raid. I really, really appreciate it. I'm sorry I can't shout out again, but everyone, go follow. Click on the username because the shout out's not working. And go follow if you're not already. But thank you again for the raid. I really appreciate it. Thank you for entrusting me with your lovely people. I'm glad to hear you're enjoying the streaming prompt list. I'm looking forward to getting stuck into it as well a little later on. And yeah, thanks for the lurk. Have a wonderful rest of your Thursday. Thank you, thank you. All right. Now then, what shall do? Maybe I will work on, let's bust out our smaller brush. Let me pull up my reference picture of Gruz Mommy. That felt like a wrong thing to say. I didn't like that. I'm never saying that again. Nope. Anyways, and do these little sort of painted portraits of the, oh my god, I just realized that I didn't give this Gruzzer any legs. And they do have them, so there we go. Okay. Alright. So first of all, I think what I'll do is just do a nice contrasting sort of darker background. I was thinking of doing like full on like classic like Sears Portrait Studio backgrounds for these, where like, you know, they've got like those weird like laser lights and stuff in the background of like your portrait photo. You know the ones that I mean. But I decided against it because I forgot, and number two, that's just way too much tiny detail to try and be doing within the space of today. Lino has redeemed a terrible drawing time. A great skua, which is a seabird rapper named Lil Honks. Lil Honks, you say? Alright. Also, heckin' adorable. I love it. So, for anyone who has just recently come in, or who may be new here, allow me to explain the phenomenon that is terrible drawing time. Namely, for 5,000 channel points, I've got 5 minutes or less to draw a character or concept of your choosing from memory or sight unseen on the terrible drawing canvas, which I will retrieve from the other side of the studio in just a moment. I accept no responsibility for any psychic damage that may be incurred as a result of your terrible drawing, but let's be real, most of the time the psychic damage is actually inflicted upon yours truly. Though, frankly, I think this one just sounds very, very stinking cute. Anyways. Okay, so I'm gonna pop this safely to one side. Samantha says, Gruz Mother is not mommy. That would be the alluring god of motherhood that is the fluke marm. There can be more than one mommy. Some people have two mommies. It's allowed. Anyways. Where is my terrible drawing canvas? Canvas, where are you? There you are. Alright. The canvas is here. Here are the I wasn't kidding about the terrible drawings, though. To be honest, I am quite happy. I am quite happy with Terry becoming overwhelmed with power. He's too powerful. And, just this apologetic little moth who's like, ooh woo. That's a very ooh woo of a moth. Anyways. Okay. I don't know how to look at the size of this. Look at the size of this. This pencil is diminishing at alarming speed. Okay, can someone tell, is it pronounced skua or squaw? Where am I placing the emphasis on the name of this bird? I ask because I've only ever read it. I don't think I've ever heard anyone say it out loud. Therefore, I don't know. It's like me attempting to read usernames, which I'm not good at, and I do apologize. And if I ever am making just a horrific mistake with your name, please tell me so I can correct it. You know, if it looks like, if the word looks like walnut, but actually it's pronounced, you know, like Genevieve, just let me know, okay? Anyways. It is a very good moth friend who did not mean to scare anyone. Yes, exactly. They are a friend. First syllable. Okay, thank you. So, skua. Cool, thank you. I opened the wrong app on my phone. I meant to open the clock app. That is the actual clock, not TikTok. I don't have TikTok. So don't, if you find someone with my username on TikTok, it's not me. 5 minutes on the clock. Let's go. Okay, this is gonna be a very silly bird, I think, but I'm gonna pop them over here. And how shall I do this? Okay. So you can't see anything because my hand's in the way. Let me try and cheat outwards just a little bit. But even then I don't think it's gonna work. Okay, so we want a little beak. Nice little seabird beak. Actually, hold up. They're called little honks. I gotta have them making some noise, you know? Make some noise if you mean it. There we go. That's little honks if ever there was one. Am I right? Hell yeah. Okay. I'm popping a little baseball cappy type situation on them. As you do. Oh, very, very cool in their, like, pristine baseball cappy type situation, am I right? Hell yeah. By which that is not a look that I'm a fan of, but personally, but, you know, aesthetically, that's just me. Okay, how is bird formed? They've got their little wings. So, little feathery details. Little feet. They're wearing a big chain that has a big pendant on it that just says Burb. in big letters. That just says burb in big letters because they're cool. I emphasize the first syllable, says Lino, but the temptation to squaw is palpable. Samantha says, I genuinely would have expected it was named for its cry, and that was the correct pronunciation if left to my own conclusions. Yeah, absolutely. 100%. Hang on, can I give it some cooler feathery texture here? And maybe some slightly more detailed tail feathers just for funsies. Some nice light downy plumage around its face. Like so. I should have had it like holding a mic with its wing. Maybe its other wing is sort of sticking out this way. And it's like it's holding a microphone. This is a microphone, not an ice cream. I hope you can tell the difference, but I don't know whether or not you can. I'm gonna color it in so it's obvious that they're holding a mic and not an ice cream. There we go. Yay! I don't think there's anything I can do to improve upon this. I hope it's fine. About to drop the freshest album in the North Atlantic. Hell yeah. It's gonna rap about, I don't know, wanting to do it with other birds and maybe eating whatever it is that's the usual like foods of this type of bird, and maybe if it's feeling mischievous, doing a crime by doing a poo on the deck of a boat that's going past for giggles. Maybe even you know doing a little poopy on like someone who's driving a boat, just right on their super nice jacket. That's what this little creature raps about. Of course, they would only do bird poops on like clearly like, you know, jerks and not good people. 'Cause they're a good little friend. Anyways, this is little what was it, Little Honks? This is Little Honks. I hope you like it. I hope you're happy. That was terrible drawing time. And now you know. Yay! I hope it's okay. Right. Now then. Where was I? Oh, yes. Hi, Mom. This is Mom. And she's had a day. She's feeling a little tuckered out. And you know what? I relate. Very much I can relate to that. So. Okay. Okay. Gonna fill in these little details. I want it to be slightly lighter than the background, I hope. Very slightly. But yeah, I think they are. I think they are. That's a good. I might just use the same for the little picture frames, just so they stand out a bit better from the background. There we go. Cool, 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 cool. Anyways. Perfection, no notes, says Lina. Aw, thank you. Much appreciated. I'm glad you like it. Hell yeah. There's always that little moment of nervous anticipation when I do a terrible drawing that someone's gonna come back and be like, actually, I hate it, and I hate you. I hate this whole stream, and I'm leaving. Which, you know, if that's how you feel, then I'm sorry. If anyone did genuinely just abhor their terrible drawing time and I didn't feel like I could do anything better, I would probably refund your channel points, I guess. Which has never happened. Because for the most part, I think people understand that if it's called Terrible Drawing Time, it's not going to be a masterpiece. Okay. I've just put a little base color onto that back there, and what else do I want to do? I want to add a little more color to the Gruz Mom here as well. And once that's dry, we can unmask her. She can be free. That being said, I am tempted to unmask this wing, if I can safely do it right now. Just because I noticed there are bits where it kind of went outside the boundary. And ideally, I'd like to be able to fill those bits back in. So, thus. Much better. Okay. And this is not a heavy wash, this is just a light coating, so it shouldn't take more than a moment to dry down properly, which is great. Because then we can once again get on with doing more stuff. Yay! Anyways, Theo says, if that's how anybody feels after you spent time and care making free art for them of whatever they want, that they can fuck off. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna exclamation mark language because I enjoy the chat bot thing. But I am also, that is absolutely not a comment on your use of language, because that was very appropriate. And I appreciate the sentiment so very much, and I also appreciate the swear word. Thank you, Theo. That's very, very kind. You know what? I am inclined to agree, but yeah. Anyways, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, that reminds me. I saw again. I do have a don't look me up on there. I never use it. I'm not gonna add you. But I do have a LinkedIn account because, I don't know, everybody needs a LinkedIn account, supposedly. Just in case anyone ever wants to contact me through there about, like, actual work I might actually want to do. It's never happened to date. I think I've had one person relevant to something to do with some kind of work actually message me through LinkedIn, and the rest of it has just been friends or people I used to work with trying to pad out their friends lists on there by adding me, or people I've literally never heard of in my life. I'll get things like, congratulate your brother on 2 years of working for whatever the name of the company he works for is, and I'm like, I can just speak to my brother. I'm not gonna message my brother on LinkedIn and be like, hey Rano, congratulations on working for whatever the company you work for is. It's just stupid. Anyways, but I get emails now to tell me, you know, sort of like job postings and stuff. And 98% of them are things that I just ignore and delete. And every once in a while one catches my eye. And there was one that caught my eye yesterday for a designer / illustrator for a sort of a health-based organization. And the list of responsibilities is just, you need to be proficient in Adobe Illustrator, be able to create graphics for various different topics, create eye-catching sort of illustration campaigns and informational videos and this, that, and the other. It's pretty wide-ranging and comprehensive as an illustration job. Working closely with the director of this organization to do this. This place has between 50 and 200 employees, according to LinkedIn. Do you want to know how much does this job pay? And I'm sitting there like, okay, you want someone to be proficient in traditional and digital illustration. You want them to be able to use like specific, and presumably have available to them specific like Adobe softwares to work on creating like campaigns, branding, all this stuff, informational videos, so doing video editing as well as all of the other things, and it pays bupkis. And I'm like, this isn't a volunteer position. Call me old-fashioned, and maybe this is indicative of how long it's been since I volunteered at anything. But as far as I'm concerned, volunteering for things should entail stuff like, you know, what am I doing? Oh, I'm volunteering at a film festival this weekend, so I'm gonna be, like, sitting at a table and, like, selling t-shirts. Or, you know, I'm volunteering for this organization, so I'm, like, I don't know, doing story time for 2 hours a week for small children who don't have a lot of resources, or, like, that kind of thing. That to me sounds like volunteering. Asking me to, like, create branding and do illustrations and video editing and many other things, and to have these specific qualifications in order to do so, sounds like a job. And regardless of what organization you are, I think that you're being a bit exploitive to expect somebody to actually want to do this for free. And it makes me really uncomfortable, you know? And having been in situations where I have, for whatever reason, like, chosen to work as part of a not being paid sort of opportunity for things, you know, like an event or an organization or something like that. The number of the very few times that I've done this, and the number of times versus that I have felt like the amount of work that's being asked of me is significantly more than it was explained in the first instance. Almost every time. It's just like, no, please stop exploiting people. I'm not saying that you shouldn't do work for, like, for free, if you feel that it's, like, a worthwhile cause or organization or whatever, but also there is just some stuff that people should be getting paid for, you know? Like, just, if you need graphics or branding or whatever, you hire someone. You get it into your budget to hire someone. Because that is specialized work, and that is something that should be paid. That's not something... And also, if it's a volunteer position, you shouldn't be having to send in your CV over LinkedIn. No. I don't like it. Sorry if that seems mean. But there we go. I read a little while ago about someone who worked at, like... who had a volunteer... They literally called it a volunteer position, working for an online music magazine. And, they were just doing journalism, but for zero monies. And they were like, oh yeah, the position is fixed term for a year. And if when the year is up, we feel like, you know, sort of we're really happy with the way things are going, then it might turn into a paid position. I'm like, but it's not, because they'll just find someone else to do it for free. It's just very exploitive and uncool. And I don't like it. Anyways, sorry for ranting. I'll step off my soapbox now. And continue painting in these little grozers. Doot, doot, doot. Little leggies. Happy little leggies. I do honestly think that they're kind of cute. I do. There we go. There's one beautiful portrait. Aw, bless. Okay, let me get some line weight on the frame. I might do a quick BRB when this is done. Also, just FYI, I am going to have to end stream. Like, I'm going to have to dash off as soon as stream is done, and I'm going to have to end stream on time today because if those of you who are in England and are eligible to do so, today is a voting day. And I wholeheartedly encourage you, if it is a voting day where you are and you are eligible to vote, to please vote. It is so important to vote for things. And it makes me really sad and concerned when I hear people talking about sort of, it's like feeling sort of defeated and sort of feeling the futility of voting, feeling sort of what's the point about it. And I understand that sentiment wholeheartedly, but I am firmly in the camp of oftentimes it feels like there's not a lot that we as individuals can do. But one thing that you can do that can have a profound impact on life and community is to cast your ballot. And depending on the general voting intention of your area, depending on who's running in your area, yada yada yada, your preferred candidate may not win. But they're significantly less likely to if everyone like you thinks, I'm gonna not bother because what difference does it make? Anyway, okay, stepping off my soapbox again. And I am going to quickly do a little BRB. I will be back in just a second. You're all breathtaking. And I think we might actually finish Gruz Mom today, which is really exciting because I'm going to upload this to my socials and the Hollow Knight Discords and stuff when we're done here. Anyways, back in a sec. You're all breathtaking. Pretzels. Hi everyone, I'm back. Hopefully my audio is working, my mic is working. Okay. So updates. You know how we had that lovely raid earlier? From the lovely La Tortuga del Mar, raided earlier. I'm silly. And they whispered so quietly a link to me of what they were working on today that I have only just seen. So we're gonna take a quick look right now because it is very, very lovely. There we go. This is what they were working on today. Isn't it delightful? It's so sweet. It's really, really lovely. That is the butterfly with tulips, and doesn't it just look delightful? Oh, so sweet, so sweet. What a lovely little butterfly. Very, very nice. They also sent their Instagram, so let's have a little look-see. This is, there we go. This is their doodle from today, and this is some previous work as well. Very nice, very nice. What's this? Oh, I like this a lot. This is bold. This is very cool. Very nice very nice bold design here. I think it's quite cool. I love the fact that the bowler is like a hop flower as well. That's amazing. That is cool as heck. And this is super rad as well. Very, very, very cool. I dig it. That is, I don't beers, but this would appeal to me. If I saw this on like a beer label, I'd be like, oh, I wish I beered, because that's really, really cool. Anyways, let me get another shout out from them in the chat, because I was remiss in showcasing their beautiful works earlier. So hopefully, oh yeah, it's still API errors, doesn't it? So this may or may not work. I don't know, but I shall try. Oh please, later. Let me make sure that I have spelled correctly, because spelling is hard. La Tortuga del Mar. There we go. No, it won't let me shout them out. Ah, beans. Okay, well, here's their username. Go give them a follow. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm failing at streaming today. But hey, you know what? I don't know why the API error does its thing. It just decides to do that every once in a while, and I have to go in and fix it off stream. So I will fix it off stream. Oh! Oh, I thought I was going to get a really good masking fluid peel there. Masking fluid, of course, so much fun to peel, you know what I mean? It's very satisfying, I think. If you can get it to... no. It just... These days, this one, I don't know if it's because the masking fluid is a little bit older, but I find that it's hard to get a good sort of continuous peel on it. It tends to just kind of break. Which is not nowhere near as satisfying, frankly. But never mind. There we go. Gruz Mom is free. Hooray! Love that for her. And now... Okay. I can continue with... I'm gonna... just pop in, like, the textures of this bit of furniture back here. I was gonna give her just, like, an IKEA Billy bookcase, like, she's just gone to somewhere in Hallow Nest in a bit of the game that I haven't visited, some secret area. There's just IKEA, and you can go get a plate of meatballs for like £1.99 and a cup of coffee and maybe a some kanelbuller if you fancy. And you know what? I do fancy because yum yum. The sea turtle says silly, yeah. Which is also a very heckin' cute username. Okay. I'm gonna pop just some little swirlies onto this bookcase to make it a little bit fancier, but also nothing that takes too terribly long. Now I'm just going to fill in. We've got some books. They are all the same height just to make my life easier. Or at least they're just following the relative heights of what I've drawn in here. I don't know. There we go. Just, you know what? It's just some books. It's just some books. Sea turtle, pet turtle, says Samantha. You know what? That is very wise. Wise words. From a wise woman in the chat there. I wholeheartedly agree. Turtles are a friend. My brother, when I was a youngin', my brother had a pet turtle. His name was Herbie. He was very, very sweet. He had a little snappy face. I don't know how or why my brother had a pet turtle, but he did. And Herbie was a lovely little creature. Absolute friend. Oh, Beans, I miss Herbie now. Herbie was very sweet. Okay, there we go. I've drawn in some books. Do I want to get silly and add some details to the books? Yeah. Because I have zero chill. Also, I might add a bit of a wash over these so they're not all the exact same color, because I figure they're probably not all from the exact same release. Some of them might be, but some of them ain't. There we go. Not all of them are going to have details either. This is me keeping it simple, by the way, chat. This is me keeping things simple for Hollow Knight Art Month. How am I doing on the keeping things simple front? You may well ask. Well, I think you can just about see how that's going. Why? Why am I like this? Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Now. Just gonna add a little bit of additional definition to where the floor is. Well, at least it's not a whole library, says Samantha. Oh, God. Okay, for anyone who doesn't know to that which Samantha is referring, I shall refer you to a piece I painted, March. Was it March? I think I painted this in March. This piece, which took absolutely freaking ages to do. Hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of meticulously painting in all of these stupid little books. And am I happy with the result? Pretty much, yeah. But did it take forever? Also pretty much, yeah. So, that was the thing. When Sammy says they painted it in March, they mean it. The whole of March. Yeah, no, she's right. I do mean that. The entirety of March was spent doing that painting. Because it took heckin' ages. Anyways. But I hope it was worth it. It was worth it for me. I was happy with the way that it turned out. Alright, now. There is a funky kind of backgroundy situation happening on like the wallpaper of this place. And so I'm going to try and do a version of it, but that's not quite as detailed. Essentially. Can I darken that down just a smidge? That's quite light. I'm just going to do it as a little of that. Luigi's fifth toenail has followed. Hello, welcome on in, Toenail. It's lovely to see you. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in. Hope you're having a beautiful day. Whew, I'm certainly having a pretty good one. I think it's pretty good. I reckon, probably. Now, I am free-handing this pattern, so is it going to be 100% perfect? Nope. Is that okay? Yep. Because, well, it better be. Because that's the way it's going to be. There we go. Oh. Things are going a little bit funky here. Let me maybe make that a little bit bigger. But yeah, there's a little background in the back here, so I wanted to give it a shot. I'm doing the wallpaper. Hello, Aoife. Welcome on in. How's it going? Welcome. Lovely to see you. Hello. Hope you are having a lovely Thursday. My Thursday is going pretty okay. It's going a lot better now that I'm painting, as usual, as is so often the case. My day is always improved by getting to bent, because that is a thing that bringeth me joy. Where shall I put? Can we see this one? Maybe just like half of that, and then one here, and then one here, like so. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. Nifty. And then this one over there. Cool. Okay. I'm figuring it out. Have I got it figured out? I don't know. That fish follow notification is very cute, says Toenail. Ah, thank you very much indeed. That is an ocean sunfish. Let me give you an egg fact about the ocean sunfish. There we go. Exclamation mark egg in the chat. Did you know that a sunfish can release up to 300 million eggs when it spawns? That's a lot of eggs. Anyways. Eva says, was okay-ish. I've been working on notes for a 2.5-hour lecture for 2 days for 2 days now. While being perpetually distracted by stuff. I'm a master procrastinator. Oh, that is a mood. I feel that in my bones, my friend. I am sure you can do it, and I totes believe in you. Hell yes. You got this, my friend. You super do. Alright, next one. I guess is like here? Yeah. And then this one is here. Make sure they're nice and sort of round, looking cute. This pattern is trying not to let it break my brain. But also, Am I the best at doing repeating patterns? Not really. 300 million X's toenail. Goddamn, men and women sunfishes really do get it on, don't they? They're very, listen, sunfish, they are the chillest fish. They are huge, absolutely massive, and for the most part, they just kind of like float around on their sides, dooting around the ocean, just having a lovely time. And and yeah. You say egg like a New Zealand person. That was the idea. Eggs. Hello. Anyways, having beer, chilling, maybe playing some Sekiro. Oh, nice. I hope you have a lovely time. It looks like a fun game. I've never played it, but it looks like a fun time. So I hope you enjoy it. I'm assuming if that's what you're planning to play, that you will. You can go here. You can go here. And here. And there. Oh, man. This pattern is so messy. This pattern is so messy, it makes no sense. Never mind. Silly says, I haven't played it myself, but with budget, I will. Oh, I hope you have fun when you are able to do it. Only just started, says Aoife, made it to the second guy with 2 balls, so not really far yet. Nice. Samantha says, you should get a certain someone to read that out in the Nigel Billingsley voice and make it a voice command. Listen, if we were that good friends, I super will. And, that is one of my networking goals for the next decade of my life. I am entering into a new decade in, a couple of weeks. One of my goals for that decade of life is to make a few strategic friends who are cool people that I think I should be friends with, because they seem like people who would be in my wheelhouse of friendship. And one of them, I think, would do that voice very well. I don't see why he wouldn't want to be your good friend. You're wonderful. Says, oh, geez, Samantha. No, you are wonderful. You are wonderful. You are a delightful human being and a lovely person. And every time I've met you, your hair has been super cute. And I don't know anyone who loves horse as much as you do, and that is a wonderful thing to love. So there, haha, I reversed your compliment. I win. Toenail says, I'm watching this on the lowest resolution possible due to my internet running off the modern equivalent of a broomstick. So that sunfish honestly looks like a really depressing 4-petaled flower. Oh no! I'm so sorry. I don't know if I can rectify this. Oh, beans. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh no. That is genuinely amazing though. I love that. I'm sorry that the resolution isn't doing things justice, but that is incredible. Okay. Get my little. Okay, I think I'm starting to get the hang of this repeating pattern. I think I am. So this one goes here. It's just funky little ovals at various intervals. Like so. Has the shape kind of drifting? I don't know. Maybe a bit, but oh well. Because I think when I started they were a little bit closer together, but oh well. This would go about here. So most of it is obscured by our beautiful mom, the Gruz Mother, but never mind. I do love horse a lot, says Sveta, but that doesn't change the fact that you're a lovely human being. No, you. It's just an issue on my end, says Toenail, you're all good. Okay, cool. Cool. Also, I feel that. Quite soon, I'm going to be in a place where my internet is gonna suck. And I know this. And that's the way it's gonna be, so, oh well. Anyways, Now I'm trying to figure out how the pattern is going to repeat across these other panels. So do bear with. I think this one would go here, doot. So we'll see sort of a shadow of it there, and then like the bottom one there. And then the next one along would be like, here's the top bit, here's the additional 3. Okay. I don't think I gave that quite enough space, but never mind. And then the next one of these along would be probably about here. We can't see that one at all, but then we can see this one over here. Okay. We're working it out. It's going. It's going is what it's doing. We'll get there. Okay, so this one I kind of misjudged / offset slightly, so I'll have to kind of attempt to readjust from there. But again, this is Speedrun Strats Hollow Knight Art Month. For anyone who's come in recently, what we're doing is the Gruz Mother from Hollow Knight because it's Hollow Knight Art Month. And this is the Gruz Mom. She's got a big brood of Gruzzers, and it's a lot to look after. So she's having some me time, and me time when you're a mom of that many little Gruzzers is probably just taking a nap. No offense to the art you're drawing, but could you tell me what you're currently making, apart from what I'm guessing is a white elephant in a blanket and some zebra footprints? Okay, so for those whose resolution doesn't actually let them see what we're working on right now, let me show you a reference picture. Basically, we're doing Hollow Knight Art Month this month. Hollow Knight is a game that I'm a big fan of, and Hollow Knight Art Month was started by a friend of the channel, Kirsty Arts, who has a prompt list on her website, which I will pop up in just a second. Just like this. And the second prompt for the second day is Gruz Mother, so that is the character from Hollow Knight that I am working on right now, who looks like this in the game when she is active and floating around. I'm wondering if I can zoom in on her a little bit, so you can see a little bit more close up what she looks like. She looks like this. So the game is populated by bugs and bug-like characters. So she flies around somehow on these teeny tiny little wings. She's got little leggies and sort of this funky little trunk on the end, which I just think is real stinking cute. But that's the Gruz Mother. And as we make our way through this, it'll be more evident what she looks like, I hope. But I haven't done the line weight on it yet, so it's still a little bit kind of vague, but we'll get there. And it is a very silly scene because I've added in some family portraits. I've given them a little bookshelf. You know, she's got a cute little apartment here. Oh, gotcha, man. My dumbass thought that creature was an elephant of all things. No, that's totally fair, though, Toenail, because she does have sort of a trunk on the end, and she is quite large and round. So, like, that, of all of the things to extrapolate from what you're able to see here, I feel like that's pretty bang on, really. Like, honestly, good job. Honestly, good job. Okie dokie. That one goes there. And this one goes here. It's getting a little bit small because I think I didn't quite perfectly replicate the pattern there, but never mind. Honestly, it doesn't matter. I'm doing one of these for each day of the 31-day month, and I'm not going to be here for the back half of the month, so I am genuinely speedrunning these because I have to. There would be one here, which I think for the most part we cannot. Maybe we can see that and this. Yeah. Okay, cool. And then there would be one right here. And my moderator slash spouse is home. Hell yeah. One moment, please. I'm just going to go say hello to my moderator slash spouse who's just come in the door. Hey, Sunshine.
Attention,
Twitch user Sammy Kelsh.
shoppers.
Hello. Not super long. So we need to go vote. So the usual end time. Yeah. No, before that. We've got a raid. Hello. Hello, everyone. Welcome on in. Hi, raiders. Sorry, my moderator slash spouse just came in the door, so I was saying hi to him just as the raid came in. Kirsty, hi. Thank you so much for the raid. How did you get on with Gruz Mom? I was in Kirsty's stream earlier. Very much enjoying the painting getting on with. Also, Kirsty says hi, sweetheart. All right.
Hello, Kirsty.
He says hi. Let me say hi to everyone who's just come in. Hello, Tals. Hello, Maggie. Hello, Sachi. Liquid Lightning. Hello, Kirsty, of course. Silly says, speak of the Kirsty. Hell yeah. Sin, hello. Hyrule, hello. Artrex, hello. Hi, everybody. Ogum, he said hi, says Kirsty. Had a wonderful time. Yay. Oh, I'm so glad to hear it. If you don't know, Kirsty is hosting Hollow Knight Art Month, as we were talking about earlier. This is Kirsty, this is Growl's mom. She's taking a nap. Sin, thank you very much for the follow. Sammy is doing okay. Sammy is employing speedrun strats to make it through Hollow Knight Art Month, because I do want to paint all of the things, and I am going to be abroad for parts of this month, so it is very much a case of keeping it simple, they say. Literally. Keeping it simple, they say. Literally, what am I doing? I'm literally doing, like, an entire wallpaper in the background of this piece. Anyways, it's adorable as always, says Kirsty. Thank you. Thank you very much indeed. Let me get a shout. Oh, shoot, I can only do this shout out because it gives me an API error for the chatbot. But hi, welcome in everybody. If you're fans of Hollow Knight, I hope that you're happy to be here also, because we're painting Hollow Knight too. This was the one I did yesterday. The prompt was bench, and I felt like Elderbug deserved to get to sit down. But if you're not familiar with me, hi, welcome in. My name's Twitch user Sammy Kelsh. I'm a variety streamer. I do cozy game streams I do cozy art streams on Mondays and Thursdays. I do cozy game streams on Friday, and believe it or not, we're playing Hollow Knight tomorrow. Very much looking forward to it. Yeah, we are also making our way through Hollow Knight Art Month this month. Oh, Lino also says hello, Sunshine.
Hey, Lino.
He says hey. And yeah, if you're not following Kirsty, go do that. If you haven't seen the Hollow Knight Art Month prompt list, it's on Kirsty's website. We have linked it. It looks like that. And it is a very cool list. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I just this afternoon decided what I'm going to do for day 5. And I think it's going to be really funny. Silly says, Lurk Burger. Hell yeah. Kirsty says, Hollow Knight Friday Sammy streams are part of my routine. Oh, Kirsty, that's really sweet. Thank you. And I know we're only 2 days in, but I'm very much liking what Kirsty has been doing for the Hollow Knight Art Month so far as well. I mean, for one thing, great minds, because they also did Elderbug for Bench Day, and they look so cute. And I love the whatever brush or paint type you're using in whatever program you're using. I really love the way that it looks. Your textures and your atmosphere are so stinking pretty, and I love them very much. It's Procreate. It's just Procreate. Awesome. That's wicked. And you are doing amazing, and they look so good. So good, and you should feel very good about them. I cannot wait to see the remaining 29 days of your Hollow Knight artworks, because I know that they're going to be awesome. If you're not familiar with Kirsty and Kirsty's oeuvre of artwork, it is lovely. Kirsty's stream is a cozy, wonderful place, and Kirsty is a very, very cool person. And the big boss of Hollow Knight Art Month. So hell yeah. There'll be one here, I don't think we can see that pattern at all. This is... Why have I done this to myself? Sachi says, damn, am I the only one that went the violence route? That's awesome, though. I love that people are doing different things. That's what keeps it interesting. I think... I don't know. I'm definitely going a little bit off a canon adjacent rather than like perfectly canon with some of these pieces because I don't know, I'm silly like that, but I think that's part of the fun of it as well. So, hello? Hello? Anonymous? Oh my goodness.
Oh hell yeah, Kirsty Arts just subscribed.
Anonymous, thank you so very much for gifting a sub to Kirsty. Kirsty, please enjoy your emotes and stuff. Thank you. That's really, really sweet. Sachi says, I mean, I didn't go the canon route too. The bug is basically John Wick. Nice. That is amazing, and I cannot wait to see the things you do. I know are going to be excellent. That is super cool. Okay. And I guess we can fit one in kind of here-ish. Okay, I decided to get silly and try and do like the pattern in the background of this one instead of just a gradient. Like I am doing just gradients for some of these pieces, but apparently this time I decided to choose to try and acknowledge the pattern in the background, and it's why? Because fun, that's why, obviously. So at this point I'm just I think there's one sort of hiding behind. I don't know if this is a pillar or like a beam that's embedded into the wall. I don't know. This is Gruz Mom's apartment. This is her little flat where she lives with all of her many babies. As you do. Yeah. Okay. I think we can just about see those two, and then one here, like so. Okay. Are there any others that I'd be missing? I think there might be one like here. I think that's it. I think that's it for the yay. That's it. The pattern in the background says Kirsty. Oh, it was a lot of work. Sachi says, is that Crash? That is. It's Crash Bandicoot adjacent, I think would be the best way to describe them. Legally distinct, but barely. Basically, sometime many eons ago, someone did a terrible drawing time request for the video game character Crash Bandicoot. I am not super familiar with the Crash Bandicoot franchise, and I had to draw this from memory, which is the deal. The deal with terrible drawing time is that I have 5 minutes or less to draw a character or concept of your choosing from memory or sight unseen if it's something that I'm fully unfamiliar with. And sometimes people throw out like anime characters and stuff that I've never heard of. You know what, just for fun? I'm giving her eyelashes because I can, and I think it would be cute, okay? But yeah, anyways, the resulting Crash Bandicoot is so cursed that I ended up making them into an emote, and they have made multiple appearances on the stream. Because they're just so, I don't know, horrific, and people think that that's fun. There we go. All right, she's got a trunk. I gotta go back in the house, but I love you. Oh, thank you so much again, Kirsty, for the raid. I really appreciate it. I cannot do the other shout out because the chatbot's broken and it just gives me an API error. But everyone, if you are not following Kirsty Arts, click on that username, click follow. You won't regret it. Kirsty's a lovely human being. And thank you so much for making Hollow Knight Art Month a thing again, because it's very, very fun, and I'm having an amazing time already. Literally under 2 days in, seeing just what incredibleness people are creating. What an incredible, creative, cool community of people the variety of media and style and all that jazz and fun being had is so inspiring. What a wonderful place to art. Thank you very much for the follow. I love your username. That is so nice. That is such a nice sentiment. I hope you are having a beautiful Thursday. It's lovely to see you and welcome on in. I think this is closing in on doneness. The bad news is I am going to have to dash off as soon as we are done here, pretty much. The good news is, or hopefully it'll be good news, who knows, is that it's because in my country of residence, which is England, it's election day, which means I get to go vote. And that is a sacred duty that I take very seriously, so I'm going to do that. But first, let me catch up with chat. What a wonderful place to art says, thank you, I'm having a wonderful day. How are you doing? I'm having a pretty good day too. I'm pretty pleased with the way that the Gruz Mother is looking. I think this page turned out all right. Happy with that. Hello, Roll. And they say I'm a leaf and totally not late. Don't look at me. Oh, I'm so sorry. I mean, who's there? What? I didn't see anything. La di da. Anyways, really quickly, because we've got a few more minutes before we dash off for today. Because I finished Gruz Mom, which is really exciting. Happy democracy, says Tals. Hell yeah. I did actually, whilst I was still not fully awake / dressed, had a doorbell, and it was a local political candidate coming to be like, just a reminder that there's an election day today. I'm like, okay, I know, I will be voting, but as you can see, I'm currently in my dressing gown. But thank you. Anyways, incidentally, one of the things that I've noticed with this paper that I'm using for this is that it has a real, more so than paper that I think I've just got like a bad block of paper because it is really prone to tearing, especially like around the top edge, which is not great. But also I'm not planning to sell originals of these, so it's not like, it's fine. It's just a bit annoying. But anyways, this piece is for the prompt fungal wastes. So I'm drawing cloth, just sort of off on a little adventure. My level of stealth is impressive, I know, says Roll. I mean, who said that? Did you hear anything, chat? I didn't hear anything. Oh, goodness. There's no one here. Anyways, we are, in fact, on a very, very, very important run of Hollow Knight at the moment, in which we are endeavoring to rescue Cloth. So yeah. That is a thing, what is happening tomorrow. Continuing our run, trying to get as strong as we can on our way. Okay, I'm just going real silly here and just combining the a bit of the bluish black with the purplish black from this Shadow Black set. And this again wants to be fairly wet. So I'm just gonna dip my big mop in there and just go for it. And I just wanna start with some sort of vignette-ness to it. Oh, that's sitting real interestingly. Okay. Alright, okay. Just get some vignette-ness. Is vignette-ness a word? I don't know. It is now. Anyways, it's working out a little bit different than before because the background had more or less dried before I started adding more elements to it. So I'm actually gonna water my brush down a little bit as I go and kind of blend it out. Probably add some additional textures on top of it as well. Just really just roughing stuff in the first instance, and then we'll kind of work from there. Ooh, it's giving some funky textures already, which is quite cool. But I think the important thing is that we can see we can see the influence of that pastel color we popped into the background in the first instance, which is very, very cool. I think I'm actually just going to fill all of this in so it's a little bit, it's not quite so bright, I guess. Just going to accidentally got some paint on Cloth's head. I'm just going to get rid of that real quick. La-di-da, you didn't see anything. It's all good. And just finish down that wash. Maybe a little more. Just drop some really nice dark in the corners here. And then kind of blend it out. What I like working with watercolors when they're like super wet like this, because you can just kind of you can have fun. It gives you oftentimes a lot of time to sort of continue manipulating stuff, which can look quite cool. But this area has a lot of like really rich textured backgroundy stuff that I'm probably not going to be doing a lot of, but but yeah, anyways, my level of stealth is impressive, says Roland. Sachi says roll a d20 real quick. Oh no. What if they get a nat 1? What happens if they get a nat 1? The real treasure was the cloth we saved along the way, says Samantha. We love her. If you're not familiar with Hollow Knight, Cloth is an NPC that you encounter in your travels, and she's one of my favorite characters. I think she's so cool and so much fun, and I love getting to know her and all that kind of thing. I just think she's really cool and fun. This looks really ugly so far, but you just gotta trust the process. I mean, we got to this, which I think turned out quite cute, all things considered. And this was yesterday's. As I say, I'm speed running this because I'm not going to be here for the last half of the month. And as such, I have finished several of the pieces for later this month. If you don't want spoilers, close your eyes now, but if you're okay with spoilers, I will show you some of the pieces that are going to be forthcoming later on this month. So, Sly, Shade, The Lake of Un, Soul Sanctum, Snail Shaman, The Awoken Dreamnail, The Resting Grounds. Actually, I think that one might be my favorite. Worm. And Void Fountain. There we go. Okay. Done and done. So yeah, I've been speed running these, trying to get as many done as possible. Oh, and this is the last thing we finished painting on stream, which I still haven't scanned in or posted, but I'll probably post that in June, because kind of busy now. Whoops. Anyways, so yeah, we've finished a good number of pieces. I would like to be able to do every day of this month if I can. And that's going to be a lot easier if I try and get them done before I'm away, because I'm going to be away between the 17th and the 31st. So I've kind of got to finish all of my paintings before then, because I don't know what art supplies I'm going to be bringing with me while I'm away. I don't know how much free time I'm going to have to work on artworks. I'll probably bring my sketchbook at the very least, but who knows. Anyways, I've just noticed the time. It's on the hour, and as I said, as soon as stream finishes, I've got to go vote. So, I think I'm actually going to call it there for today, so that we can go vote. Because I suspect that my my moderator / spouse is waiting for that as well. So, let me see. Let me see what sort of cool people out there that I might be able to send you in the direction of. Remember not to vote for the evil parties. My plan is very much to vote for one of the good parties. Don't worry. Don't worry. But yeah, let's see. Who shall we raid? Who's someone who we haven't raided in a wee while? You know what? Okay, I'm gonna send you into very good hands, who I don't think I've raided in a little while, but who is an absolute sweet pea. Just gonna make sure that they're not about to finish. I don't think they are. The other thing, just FYI again, my shop has just had an update. We do have some limited edition Hollow Knight prints still from that update as well. There's not very many left, but there are a couple. If that's the kind of thing that you might be into, feel free to check it out. I have also put up, among other things, the Milk Guys sticker sheet, which I'm so excited about. There's a lot in this update that I'm very proud of and that I think are really, really cool. So I hope that you like them too. Feel free to, just let your friends know in no uncertain terms if they want to gift you something. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, I'm just happy you're here. But I would be remiss if I didn't let you know, because I'm like that. We also have a Discord, and I'll pop a link to the Discord there if anybody wants to join. You can let us know when you're live if you stream. You can show us your artwork if you make artwork. You can find out when I stream. All that good stuff. Anyways, gonna pop a generic raid message in the chat with some fight milks, because it's fight milk time. And I'm just going to thank you so much for hanging out, so much for sticking around. If you came in on the raids, thank you so much for sticking around as well. I really appreciate it. And it's very nice to see you all, to meet you all. You're all breathtaking. We're heading to Perrin, who is an incredibly sweet being, does very, very cool art, and is just a genuinely lovely human being. So I guarantee you will have a fun time there as well. And yeah, thank you very much for hanging out. It's been lovely. And yeah, take care, everybody. Hope to see you again soon. I will be back tomorrow morning playing some Hollow Knight. Quelle surprise! But yeah, regardless, have a good one. Hope to see you again soon. And thanks so much for watching, everyone. And goodbye, and good night.